Hi all, how you doing? Hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. Um, I'm having a bit of a beer. I've been at work all day, played a little bit of bridge, and now I'm making a crypto video because you guys have asked me about making a Blockdag AMA 5 one. So I thought I'd do that. It's not going to be completely, going over the whole thing and everything because basically it was too boring to listen to it all. But I have listened to quite a bit of it. Gone backwards and forwards over various things. But I'm not going to go an in-depth one. But I'm just going to make some comments about that and also make some comments about the project and that kind of thing. So cheers, everybody. Okay, let's have a look at this block dag then. So first of all, a few comments about the project before I start on this AMA 5. It's been dragging its heels for ages now. And when I first started looking at Blockdag, um, I said it was like a 1,000,000% scam. All right. And I stand by those words that I said then. Okay. I think it applied then. The amount of red flags and the way the project was being run to me said scam. Okay. And even Anthony Turner, who was the CEO in this picture here, he sort of admitted that it came across as very scammy. So what can you say about that? At least he kind of admitted to it and all of that. Anyway, what do I think Blockdag is a scam? I don't know is the answer, right? So I'm gonna sort of tone it down a bit from what I thought before. But I mean, it still could end up being all right. But do I think it's going to be a project that's going to create something or whatever, try and create something that it promised to do? And I think the answer actually is going to be yes. All right. So I think I've moved the needle towards a little bit more positivity towards Blockdag. Okay. A little bit, right? I don't think it's an out and out scam. Okay. So that's kind of where I'm at with Blockdag. But the stuff, the way they do the project, the way it's organized, the way it's run, it's just so poor, in my opinion. It's like buying shares in a business, which isn't a very good investment. And that's the way I'd see it. And also, I mean, that's effectively what you guys are doing, what retail are doing here, because there are um, there's no angel investors or anything into this project. I don't think any of the people behind, like Anthony Turner, put their own money, any of their own money into this project. And I'm still not convinced that Anthony Turner was the first person originally behind this project. I still think it's shady as hell. All right. So let's talk about the money first of all. The money behind Blockdag that retail have invested, that retail have pumped into this, it's like $198 million. All right. And when you go to the Twitter blog, the Twitter site, they're always saying how much they've raised, how many miners here, 197 million raised in the pre-sale. So I think it's 198 now. Okay. They're always saying how great, how many miners have sold. I mean, here, 16,000 miners have sold. Okay. But nobody's got one. All right. Nobody's got a miner. And there's still, well, we'll get to that in a minute but when I talk about the AMA. We did it. 16,000 miners sold, and the energy is electric. All right. This is like over a year, and they sold 16,000 miners. Uh, here's another one that comes on Twitter. This is the other sort of thing that I can't stand. Listing 1,000, and nobody else can, by the way. Listing 1,000 is expiring. Get 350% BDAG now. Okay. So it's like you must hurry up to get the 350% bonus. But then you go to the website, okay, use special key bdag 800 to receive 400% bonus now. So it's like, why would you bother? Okay, why would you bother getting this bonus when you can get another one around the corner? It's like one when one runs out, the next one comes along and it's 50% better. You're going to get 50% more tokens sometime in the future, okay? Which is another talking point about the AMA. Um, so yeah, and no doubt within the Blockdag Twitter, there's still a lot of scammers as well knocking around. So yeah, they're always on about how much they've raised all the time. Inter Milan obviously still with them. World's first DAG chain. Okay, there's the 800, the 400% bonus. 198 mil. Now they're talking about Denver contest is live. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the other thing I wanted to talk about on Twitter. So last chance launching 28th of March. Last chance BDAG launching 28th of March. That gives the impression that like the mainnet and stuff is launching on the 28th. But if you read someone's Twitter comments, um, this person's put, I've taken a screenshot of this post. I would advise it to other users as well. Either this will be true or yet another red flag as the bonuses keep on increasing. This person's put, Yardman, for all who doesn't understand the verbiage, this is testnet, okay? Not main launch. You'll not be getting your coins or be able to sell them. This testnet was already released, but I guess was the alpha version. Now they will release the beta version. BDAG is not launching on March the 28th. Okay, so this is the sort of thing that Blockdag kind of do. They're very, it's not concrete what they're saying when they release these things. I think a lot of these images and stuff like that, they just wind a lot of people up. I think when they first started, it was good kind of marketing techniques, okay, but now people are fed up with it, okay, and they can see the marketing behind it, and that's the trouble. They can see the marketing and they sort of read through that now. They can see through it, I mean, now. Um, and they haven't changed their ways, Blockdag. They haven't sort of grown up with their audience. Um, and that's the problem. This project's been going over a year now. So let's talk about the AMA then. Oh, some of the points in the AMA. I'm not going to talk about everything. Okay, so I put some timestamps here that I kind of want to talk about. So let's go back to this one then. 1653. Okay, tokenomics and bonuses. Early investors' recognition of their commitment and trust. Reviewing all tokenomics, especially X1. So this is like the engagement miner, so not proper mining, yeah? It's basically where you got bonus BDAG tokens, um, just like Pi token, basically, where you just basically press a button and you basically mines. It doesn't really mine, okay? And then the idea was that is then you've passed it on to your mates and say, hey, look, you can get some BDAG tokens as well. And the idea was that it would basically it's a good marketing tool. Okay, they call it an engagement miner. Okay, yeah. just different, just different language. Okay, but then they got this tap miner. Okay, so that was kind of all the rage on a lot of things, tapping the screen to get tokens and stuff. Crazy. And then three other bonuses. Obviously, the bonuses that they're talking about on Twitter, the 350%, the 400%, and all of that kind of thing. Considering as an extended vesting period to protect the project. We'll make an announcement in the next 2 weeks. So obviously, what they're thinking about doing is rather than giving all these tokens up that people have earned straight away, they feel that if they do that, then a lot of people are just going to dump the tokens. So that makes sense. But my point is, or my idea here is that they haven't thought about this, it seems. Or they've thought about it, but they haven't got anything concrete in place until not going to happen for another 2 weeks. I mean, this project's been going over a year. Don't you think they should have had ideas about these bonuses? I mean, I made a video, I can't remember now, I don't know, 5 months ago or something, or 6 months. I can't remember exactly when I was talking about the bonuses, and I was kind of laughing at it when they said, "Oh, they're going to give 100% bonus." That was then 100% bonus, I think. And then I was sort of saying then in that video, "Oh, where does this stop? Are they going to just keep on going up till they get to like 1,000%?" And at the time when I said it, I was absolutely joking. But now they're getting close to it, aren't they? I mean, like it's 400% now. It's like they kind of painted themselves into a corner. It's like, where can you go after this? Because they obviously want to raise more money. And that's the other thing I don't think I talked about, the money side of it. They don't mention, yeah, this has got no VCs. It's all raised by retail. And retail are paying for everything. You guys, all right, you guys behind the screen there, look, watching me, you guys are paid for all of this. You're paying for Inter Milan sponsorship deal. You're paying for all these bonuses potentially, or diluting your stock that if you own this, for people who tapping on the screen and engagement miners and stuff like that, you're paying for this. You're also paying for Anthony Turner's. You're paying for all of these guys' wages, and there's now more of them. The team is now bigger than what it was before. Go to about team. Okay, so now you've got more people with names behind things. Okay, so you got those five. Now Marius Bock was added. Now you got this other guy, Nicholas David Vandenberg, Marcus Xavier, Robert Radek, Joshua Sack, Mining and Miners, Lisa Vandenberg. Okay, jobs for the boys. So now you're paying more people whatever wage they're getting. Okay, and it is whatever wage they're getting because you don't know. All right, you don't know how much wage they're getting. What is their salary? Okay. Wouldn't it be nice to know how much they get paid? I mean, you guys are paying for it, right? So shouldn't they tell you how much they're getting paid? I mean, where is that? Where is the finance bit on this? Is there anything? Surely you should know how much they're getting paid. I don't know. I'd like to know. Wouldn't you like to know? Another thing is when you look at this team is how old they are. This is high tech stuff. Now, when you talk about high tech, you don't, it's not fuddy-duddies. This is usually people who are fresh out of university. Where are those fresh out of university people doing the high tech stuff? Instead, you've got this guy here talking about dot-com bubbles and stuff. He was in and around the dot-com bubble. That's like 30 years ago, no, nearly 30 years ago. That's ancient history. Um, it feels a bit shady, okay, when you got a load of old fuddy-duddies, because it feels like jobs for the boys kind of thing. And also, a lot of them are kind of from South Africa and stuff, Johannesburg and that kind of thing. It feels like all of his mates, so are they all taking a wage? Say, hey, listen, you come along, you do this, you take a wage, and maybe I'll take 10% of that wage, something like that. Who knows? I'm making this up now, okay? But but the point is, you don't know. All right, you don't know. So I can make this up. And all of you guys can make up whatever wage they're potentially earning because we don't know. Why don't you print that on your website, okay? And then we will know, okay? And then prove it by doing whatever. You know, all of these people put all this money in. Don't you want to know where your money's going? I think I would. So that to me is all shady. All right, so the money thing, I definitely want to know what the hell is going on.
to suppliers. They are
Miners, again, this project's been going for over a year, and that they don't know what miners they're going to get or anything. They got like two. They had some stuff, as they say, it didn't work out. This is like over a year now going, and they're also saying, "Oh, it's very difficult talking to the Chinese." I mean, it's been going a year, and they don't know what miners they're going to get. Surely they shouldn't have sold any miners. Okay, if they've no idea what they're doing with the miners, really, surely they shouldn't have sold any. Okay, but they wanted all the money in, obviously, didn't they? From the miners. That's the thing. But in reality, they shouldn't have been selling a product where they don't even know what the product is. They don't even know the specs. Another thing I've heard is that you can't just mine with any old miner. You've got to mine with stuff that you're buying off them. Okay. And I've also heard like you have to give back a certain amount or something as well. Like you have to give like back 50% of what you mine or something. Not entirely sure about that. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments about that. That seems a bit odd. But the fact that you can't just get any computer and mine like Bitcoin, you see. So Bitcoin, anyone can mine Bitcoin, all right? Because it's kind of decentralized. That's the whole point of it. This is completely centralized project. Another thing is a lot of people are saying is why aren't you listing on Binance? Maybe they are going to list on Binance, all right? What I would suggest is they should be listing on Binance. If they've got a 200 million raise, and who knows where it's going to finish at, shouldn't they be on Binance? Isn't this supposed to be like the biggest pre-sale ever or something like that? Well, surely it's got to go on Binance. If it doesn't, I think that's a failure. Okay? And it raises more red flags. And that is the trouble with this project. There are so many red flags. You could open a red flag shop, you know.
pretty broad. Uh,
Grant program. What did I want to say about this? Yeah, another 30 million down the tube on grants and stuff. It's all coming from retail pockets again. I'm not saying it's down the tube because I think it's probably a good idea to the idea of this is obviously to get projects underway and make the chain you know do stuff, all right? Because if you don't use the chain to create projects, and what is the point in having a chain if nobody's going to actually use it to create some projects and stuff like that? So lots of chains have done that in the past where they provide like sponsorship deals and or grants and stuff like that, and hackathons and that kind of thing. So that makes sense. Um,
the
First miners.
uh,
Oh yeah, so they're going to do like the times 30 times 100 miners. They're going to do like a beta test, and he said that was another thing. They said here put 100 miners, but this guy here is it Harkness, Jeremy Harkness or something. He only wants to do 30 or something like that. So it was kind of news to him that he was doing 100. Again, they're kind of not sure what the hell they're doing still. This is over a year, and they haven't got things firmly in place. They don't have dates firmly in place. It's always in the next 2 weeks. It's not like, you know, they should have like some. Why should it be in roughly 2 weeks? Shouldn't it be some sort of like when this happens, okay? When a specific thing happens, then you can deliver something else, okay? If this doesn't happen, then we can't do this. Or if this happens, then we can do that. But we're having to wait for this to happen before we can move on to this thing. Okay. So, I mean, I don't mind it when you say, well, you've got to have this thing to finish before you can go on to this. But there's no, it's always about, oh, a couple of months. Oh, we'll release the mainnet in whatever, in soon. We'll release it this year or whatever. There's no sort of, we're going to have to do this, this, and this before the main net comes live. All right. It doesn't seem to be, um, the dates just seem very, very wishy-washy. Okay. Hellborn Security. Okay.
That's
This is
we
a bit of a
passing.
weird one. It says here passed. Okay. So I haven't gone for it. I find it difficult to listen to this guy. It seemed to be breaking up a lot. Okay. When I was listening to him. But if you just look at this screen, just take this for what it is. It says here, critical error. Okay. All findings 12. You got one critical error, five medium, three low, three informational, which is not important really, but and obviously, but here you've got a critical error. A critical error. But it says here it's passed. Huh? Huh? How does that work out? How can you have a critical error and it passes? That's like saying, launching a boat with a massive hole in the bottom, and like you're going to launch it and it's going to sink as soon as you launch it, okay? It'd be a critical error. But no, we're going to pass it with that huge hole in the hull. Watch it all sink together. Uh, so you're going to pass it when it's got a critical error. That makes no sense at all. That makes no sense. I mean, maybe, someone let me know in the comments. Explain that critical error to me. Because it just sounds bonkers to me. How can anything pass with a critical error? It's like, you're going on a driving lesson and you crash your car and the instructor sort of says, well, you passed everything else. Everything else is brilliant. So we'll pass you. We'll just ignore that critical where you crashed the car. Yeah, dearie me. Yeah, so that's really. I'm sure I've missed quite a bit off, but so summary. Do I think Blockdag is an out and out scam? No, I don't think it's like all some of the other stuff, the pre-sale scams that I've been covering, where they are out and out scams. I don't think it is. They've got the faces, they've got the names, they've raised too much money, but I wouldn't invest in this project because you're going to burn a lot of this money away. It's just going to get pissed up the wall on salaries and lots of other things, and they're just not organized. Okay, I think it's a poorly run project. So that's what it is. Okay, that's what I think it is. To summarize it, Blockdag is a poorly run project. Is it a scam? I don't think it will be. It still could be. All right, but I think overall it's just a poorly run project. But who knows? Maybe they get lucky and it all works out in the long run. Right. So that is my discussion on the Blockdag AMA and um the Blockdag world and all its percentages and bonuses and crazy stuff like that. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have a great day and enjoy a beer. I think I'm going to get another one. Okay. Catch you later, guys.